Having a fabulous Thursday. I'm Keisha Ellingson, and today we're talking about what I do when I don't know what to do. Um, because it's been a very quiet season for me, and I've been really pulling against two or three different options and deciding what is best for me at this time. And I figured I'd hold space for those of you who are in the same season of feeling pulled in multiple directions and deciding, where do I go? What do I do? And maybe even like feeling torn between two different options or three. Um, but first things first, if you're new here, hey, welcome. I'm Keisha Ellingson, and I help people heal homesickness after they've moved to a new area by helping them develop community and connection, by leading through the process of all those steps and helping them feel at home where they are. And, that comes with building a spirit of adventure and just getting excited for life here instead of looking back and longing for life there. Doesn't mean it's less significant, but that's what I help with. So I have been experiencing a quiet season where I've slowed down a little bit because I'm deciding, okay, which direction do I go here? And I wanted to come on and just share with you guys that it's okay to take a step back and reset and assess where you're going. Because I feel like oftentimes in our culture, we're busy, run. And sometimes we can be running towards things that in reality, if we just step back and look at it, we don't even want. It's just what other people in society have told us we want, right? Or we're running towards somebody else's dreams. So it's really powerful to take some time to step back when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I really want, and just reassess it. So there's two things that I do that help this process. And the first one is to ask some questions. So is this where I want to go for all of the options that I see? And what is the best option? Now, the third question, or the third and fourth question, is what I've seen that has helped people move significantly out of this place of feeling stuck and they don't know what to do. And those questions are, is there an expectation I have or that other people have of me? That's the first question. And the second is there pressure to go one way? And as I've talked to multiple different people and been in the situation different times, usually that question is like, are you feeling pressured to go one way? Will put us in a place where we feel torn, because part of us knows that this direction is the right direction, but we also know that people are expecting us to move in this direction. For example, when I knew that we should move, I'm like, okay, we should move. That's what I wanted to do. But I knew that the people in my local area who were close to our family did not want us to move. So it created a divide. Another time that I've been in a deep divide was when I had our second son. And I was like, I need to stay home with him. So that's what I wanted at my core. But I felt so much pressure to show up and be at my job and work. And I felt like I couldn't let it go. Otherwise, I'd never get it back. And that's when you create those huge divides in your life where you're like, I can't move. I feel torn. And asking yourself, is there pressure? Is there someone's expectations, my expectations, or a pressure pushing me one way? And then usually once you can realize what that pressure is, what's pushing you that direction, and ask if that's what you actually want to do, or if that's something that's been pushed on you, it will help clear the divide and give you clarity on which way to move. The second thing that I do is I accept the discomfort of this season. I'm not trying to overwork it or overlook it, and just standing in that hard space. Sometimes we don't stand in hard, or we back away from standing in difficult places. But if you can stand there and feel it and think about it and analyze it, then you'll get clarity instead of just running from it. Because if you run from issues, it's not really productive, because the issue, unless it's solved, will continue to come back in different ways, right? So this works for if you're moving, if you're like deciding like what town do I move in, or what job opportunity do I take, or do we stay here, do we go? That works for that. And it also works for if you are after you've moved, if you are feeling really homesick, if you're like, I need to invest in my area, but I don't know how, I don't know which way, I don't know what I should, like, I don't know what to do, right? So if that section applies to you, where you're feeling homesick, but you're not sure which avenue to go and to develop in your community, I have a healing homesick workshop. It's totally free in the guide section of Homesick to Happy Movers. So if you're like, oh my gosh, that's me, yeah, it's in the guide section. Go check it out. There's a link in the description. If not, that's totally cool too. But yeah, I hope that you guys are just honest with yourself. If you're in a season of where you feel like you don't know what to do, it's okay. It's very often that we get there. I think it's less often that it's talked about, because usually we cover up, like, sometimes we cover up the hard conversations, which I feel like doesn't need to happen, but it does happen. So if you feel like you're feeling torn in deciding which way to go, or stuck, know that I'm here. You can send me a message. You can chat with me, and I'm standing in that space too right now, which is totally fine. So, but I hope you guys have the best day, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. We'll see you later.